I'm glad to see that the anime studio that makes Gintama did not forget about what makes Gintama so fucking hilarious, and it is the anime original scenes they usually add at the end of a season, with a recap to just seeing your characters talk at odd jobs, and there's just one still frame the entire time. It's just, there's something about it that really just gives you nostalgia, along with allowing you to realize that not many anime could get away with what Gintama does when it comes to anime original scenes, like how the end of this episode was. Like, if this wasn't Gintama, and this was like just a regular comedy series, I don't think something like this would fly. It would not fly, and it would not be able to get away with something like this. So thankfully, Gintama is the type of series that breaks the fourth wall so much they can do type of shit like this, talking about the company that owns them. They can talk about their next season. They can talk about magazines and stuff that's coming out. It's just, I'm willing to bet that the voice actors just have so much fun sitting down and, you know, voice acting in Gintama, just to, you know, be able to get out of the normal atmosphere they probably have to experience when it comes to playing characters in other anime, and seeing them, you know, probably breaking out of this mold and doing something different, like, you know, how the voice actor of Gin, how he's just sitting there talking about, like, hey, why don't you just, you know, say P? Like, well, why are you, you know, censoring it out? It's just, it's so great seeing stuff like that. And one thing that was really enjoyable, we have the recap, and all of a sudden we see Best Girl Ginko pop up. And I'm like, yo, Best Girl Ginko has reappeared in the season. Oh, I did not expect to see her again. Because, let's face it, the female Gintoki was just fucking amazing. It was so good. One of my favorite arcs of this new season of Gintama that's been coming out. And to see her back, even though it was anime original, is quite funny. And also how it was kind of dived into saying that, you know, majority of the fan base wants to see more of these characters. It just goes to show you how the staff that works on Gintama listens to their fan base and adds in some of these characters that some want to see more of, even though it is anime original. I'm willing to bet that the anime studio Sunrise that does Gintama could probably make an anime original arc that focuses around Ginko, and they probably would be fine, because I think a lot of fans really like female Gintoki, along with, you know, some of the other things we've seen in the past with other characters that need time to shine. There's just so many ideas that this studio could use when it comes to anime original scenes, but for now, getting into the main discussion of the episode, getting off of that, we have it to where we're going to be going into the next season. I'm glad to see Gintama is selling well, it's very popular, and right now it's going to continue on trucking with more episodes, and it really doesn't have any conclusion at this moment with how many episodes it's going to have. So this is very good to know. So there's a possibility it can go all the way into the winter season of anime, winter 2016, and if that does happen, I cannot wait, because that means we're going to get some really crazy arcs from what I've been told from you Chibits about some form of assassination arc or something like that. I'm looking forward to seeing some of these arcs if they are animated in this season, and I hope Gintama continues on trucking in Japan. So getting into the story-wise of this episode concludes the Mutsu arc, and it reveals some shocking details that I cannot believe were revealed in this episode. So late in the game at that. Like, this series is at 291 episodes, and it just revealed a character trait to Mutsu that I never saw coming. Mutsu is a Yato. Holy shit. So, wow, that explains a little bit, actually, in the past with her strength and stuff and her demeanor. Mutsu a Yato. So Sakamoto has a Yato. Gintoki has a Yato. And I wonder if Elizabeth is a Yato. For now, though, I'll throw that off the table. The thing is, okay, we kind of find out that the fleet that Sakamoto leads is full of slaves. Like, his entire army is slaves he's picked up and freed, and, you know, he helps them out and allows them to stay with him, and that's how he builds his forces. So we kind of find out that all the members of his fleet are previous slaves, which adds some more, I guess, characterization of what type of person Sakamoto is. And speaking of Sakamoto, we see him in a serious mode in this episode. Like, he goes serious. Like, his eyes just get, like, angry, and he's about to kick the shit out of the dude, which he kind of did. He was really pissed off. Sakamoto angry, definitely something I want to see more of. I want to see more of Sakamoto being pissed off. because it's a rarity. Just seeing this dude doing ha ha ha, you know, laughing like that, I want to see more of him pissed. So you ready for that new opening song going to be coming up probably, I think, next week? I think we'll have a new opening song next week. So let me know your thoughts on that. You all have a wonderful day. Oh yeah, whoa, there's one more thing I want to mention before I end this review though. Gintama fired shots at companies having production issues at the end of the episode. Yeah, it fired shots. It didn't say what series, but thinking about recent anime, I'm going to assume they're talking about God Eater. I think Gintama was firing shots at God Eater. And if that is, that's pretty fucked up. But for now, that's it. That was my review of Gintama this week. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.